The first rays of morning sunlight spread across the vast African dry woodland. This was not a lush green jungle filled with thick forests. Instead, it was an open wilderness of dusty earth, scattered acacia trees, dry thorn bushes, weathered termite mounds, patches of golden grass, and cracked soil that endured months without rain. A warm breeze carried the scent of dry leaves, while distant birds welcomed the sunrise. In this rugged landscape, every creature depended on another to survive. At the center of today's story stood one enormous African Cape buffalo named Barrow. His powerful body moved slowly through the dry woodland, unaware that dozens of tiny lives depended on him every single day. Not far behind him, hidden among the grass and old termite mounds, a curious family of dwarf mongooses quietly watches every step. Their leader, Miko, understood something few animals realize. Following Barrow meant following opportunity, safety, and food from sunrise until sunset. As Barrow continued a slow journey across the dusty plain, the mongoose family stayed several meters behind him, moving carefully between rocks and dry shrubs. Every heavy step of the giant buffalo disturbed the ground, causing insects, beetles, grasshoppers, termites, and spiders to scatter in every direction. For the tiny mongooses, this was a perfect breakfast. Instead of digging endlessly through the hard earth, they simply waited for Barrow's massive hooves to uncover hidden meals. The buffalo's thick body also brushed against thorn bushes, knocking down seed pods and shaking loose insects hiding inside dry branches. Birds flew overhead, while butterflies drifted through the warm air. Occasionally, Barrow paused beside a termite mound,
unique partnership
scratching his
Savanna.
rough skin against its hardened
the burrow
surface.
sheds its
Tiny parasites fell onto ground,
and the nimble
becoming
Miko
another
and his
easy
family
meal
are
for the
quick
waiting
to
mongooses.
capitalize on the easy
Without
meal.
knowing it, the giant buffalo was creating a moving buffet that fed not only the mongoose family, but many other small creatures living in the dry woodland. As the morning grew warmer, Barrow approached one of the few remaining water holes. The shallow pool was surrounded by cracked mud, scattered reeds, and dusty footprints left by countless animals. The mongoose family never rushed directly to the water. Instead, they waited nearby as Barrow entered first. His enormous weight softened the hard mud around the edges, creating small puddles where insects quickly gathered. Dragonflies hovered above the water while frogs emerged from damp cracks in the earth. Tiny fish swam through the muddy shallows, disturbed by the buffalo's movement. The mongooses explored every corner around the waterhole, finding beetles, worms, and small crabs hidden beneath loose mud. Above them, oxpeckers landed on Barrow's back, removing ticks from his thick hide. Their calls echoed across the woodland, warning nearby animals whenever danger approached. The buffalo was far more than a single animal. He had become the center of an entire living community, supporting birds, insects, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals simply by carrying out his daily routine. By midday, the African sun blazed high overhead, filling the dry woodland with shimmering heat. Most animals searched desperately for shade beneath the scattered acacia trees. Barrow rested beneath one of the largest trees, chewing slowly while swishing his tail to chase away flies. The mongoose family immediately took advantage of the cool shadow created by his massive body. While Barrow relaxed peacefully, the mongooses explored nearby fallen logs and dry leaf litter for hidden insects. Suddenly, Miko froze. A large puff adder lay perfectly camouflaged beside a rock, only a short distance away. The buffalo remained calm, but the mongooses instantly sounded sharp warning calls. Every member of the family climbed onto nearby termite mounds where they could safely watch the snake. The puff adder eventually disappeared into dry grass, unable to surprise the alert little hunters. Living close to the buffalo offered another advantage. Large predators rarely attacked groups gathered around such a powerful
gentle giant,
making Barrow an
protecting
accidental
the
protector
smallest
for many smaller
inhabitants of the
species,
Savanna.
sharing his surroundings. Late in the afternoon, Barrow resumed his slow walk across the open woodland. Dust rose gently beneath each enormous hoof, while sunlight painted the landscape golden. The mongoose pups played happily behind him, chasing beetles disturbed by his footsteps. Suddenly, distant guinea fowl burst noisily into the air. Miko, immediately recognized the warning. Hidden among the tall yellow grass, a young leopard moved silently toward the area. The buffalo sensed danger almost instantly. He lifted his massive head, snorted loudly, and stamped the ground with incredible force. His deep warning call echoed across the woodland. Realizing that, the enormous buffalo would fiercely defend himself. The leopard abandoned the hunt and slipped quietly back into the dry bushes. The mongoose family remained perfectly still until the danger passed. Once again, following Barrow had saved their lives. The giant herbivore had no idea that his strength protected creatures far smaller than himself. Yet his presence discouraged predators throughout the landscape. As evening settled over the African dry woodland, the blazing sun slowly disappeared behind the distant horizon. Long shadows stretched across the cracked earth while the warm sky turned orange, pink, and deep purple. Barrow made his way to a familiar resting place surrounded by scattered acacia trees and ancient termite mounds. Nearby, the mongoose family gathered, together inside their underground burrow after another successful day. Their bellies were full, their pups were safe, and they had survived another challenging day in one of Earth's harshest environments. Around them, countless other creatures also benefited from Barrow's daily journey. Birds found insects, reptiles, discovered shelter, insects spread seeds, and scavengers located food left behind by larger animals. One ordinary buffalo had quietly supported an entire ecosystem without ever realizing it. In Africa's dry woodland, survival is rarely achieved alone. Every footprint, every movement, and every living creature becomes part of a remarkable web of life, proving that even the gentlest giant can help countless smaller animals thrive together in perfect natural balance.